Today I will explore the question, does fear have an impact on an individual's courage when placed in stressful situations? And I came to the conclusion that yes, fear has a profound impact on an individual's courage when placed in stressful situations. Professional athletes are faced with pressures daily as they are under immense scrutiny as their performances not only offer entertainment but also serve as a source of inspiration for many. During the Tokyo Olympics, Simone Biles, a top gymnast, made a courageous decision to withdraw, focusing on her mental health over her competition. Biles acknowledged her mind and body were not in sync, and a state which is not conducted for peak performances in gymnastics. This decision not only highlighted her moral courage, but also emphasized the importance of her mental health in high-stake environments. As Thompson notes in Simone Biles and the most human meaning of courage, we get to live vicariously through athletes' discipline, work ethic, their willpower, and yes, their courage. The culture of sports is toxic for athletes because it dictates that they are supposed to play through their doubts and face their anxiety just so that people can watch them perform. And this is why Simone Biles says that we are not just athletes or entertainment. We are humans too. And we have emotions and feelings and things that we're working out behind the scenes and things that we don't tell you about. Instead of focusing on her performance, Biles admitted that she was not confident enough in herself to compete. She said, "You don't hear professional athletes admit to their pride being hurt. Many have conjured an injury because they couldn't live up to the moment, and no one says it." This shows that Simone Biles had enough courage to admit that her mental was not there, and she chose to put herself first so that she wouldn't injure herself by remaining in a negative mindset, which leads to my next point of injuries in athletes. Athletes not only face mental challenges, but also physical fears, such as kinesiophobia, which is an excessive fear of movement due to potential pain or re-injury. This can severely affect their career and performance quality, especially post-injury. The foundation of the recovery path is essential because having a thought-out journey will optimize athletes' performance, prevent further injuries, and maintain long-term success in sports. Creating a negative environment and mindset for healing will result in further avoidance in any movements. Athletes who experience fear during the recovery period because of fear of re-injury and the possible inability to recover their athletic abilities pre-injury. If players can continue their sports post-injury, there is still a constant worry that leaves them playing timid after. In the article, Fear Avoidance in Athletes, Emily Stapleton points out that avoidance behavior is expected and healthy is in the immediate acute phase post-injury, as the following injury rest is needed for recovery, meaning that it is normal for athletes to experience the avoidance behavior as part of the recovery, but overall avoidance cannot stick forever. Stapleton also mentions that when returning to activities is appropriate or engaging in physical activity, exercises are needed for recovery and rehabilitation. Avoidance of these activities actually can be harmful. Athletes need to learn how to cope during their healing time so that it is not stressful for recovery and rehabilitation and that they are not negatively impacted. A solution to this is identifying exercises that may trigger negative emotions, such as when individuals become stressed or may appear hesitant to perform certain activities. And after identifying these triggers, there can be goals to slowly ease up the process to get them back into these activities. This diagram shows the fear avoidance cycle for athletes, which shows that they can take two paths for recovery. Either the never-ending cycle of avoidance, or they can confront their fear and successfully recover. Players advocating for their mental health challenges the stereotype of playing through pain and stress. It encourages a new generation of athletes to recognize the signs of mental fatigue and address them proactively, rather than continuing the cycle of silence and suffering. Allowing players to be vulnerable will also lead to fewer injury cover-ups for physical and mental health issues. Now switching to the focus of military, where both physical and moral courage are essential. For men and women who enlist in the military, they need physical courage to go into battle, to overcome fear in the face of bodily injury or death, mental pain, and lifelong disabilities. In the journal article, Moral Courage and Intelligent Disobedience, it shows how fear can influence the ability of one to exhibit courage in the challenge of stressful situations. Moral courage is a quality that is vital for those who value standing up for what they believe in. In the article, Robert F. Kennedy comments on moral courage, saying, "Yet it is one essential, vital quality of those who seek to change a world which yet yields most painfully to change. Bravery in battle is needed, but so is the courage to stand up for what is right and against what is immoral, unethical, and illegal." Soldiers face situations requiring them to act on orders if they are unethical or illegal. It demands not only personal bravery, but also a strong sense of ethical responsibility. Failure to act on that courage often does more damage to a career and life than the risk it would be taken by disobeying, which leads soldiers to experiencing fear with the dilemma to either obey or disobey. The justified fear arises from genuine threats to one's well-being or values, while the irrational fear is based on unfounded assumptions or exaggerated perceptions of risk. In conclusion, both athletes and soldiers deal with high stress, and there is a need for a supportive environment that fosters courage and ethical behavior. Leadership in these areas play a vital role in how fear and stress are managed effectively. Good leaders can create an atmosphere where fear is acknowledged and addressed rather than just ignored. It not only embraces performance, but ensures a healthier approach to handling stress and pressure in both sports and military contexts. By understanding and addressing the root causes of fear, we can prepare individuals with high-pressure situations with resilience and integrity.
Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. How did your research question evolve as you moved through the process?
Well, initially I wanted to focus on just the fear in sports, but then I decided to broaden up my lens and include military perspective into that so that I could have more information to back up my claim.
Okay, thank you. What additional questions emerged from your research, and why are they important?
Questions about how sports organizations can better support athletes' mental health was a question that I kind of learned throughout my process of researching, and this was important because addressing that question can lead to more well-being for athletes and potentially enhance their performance by fostering a healthier approach for sports culture.
Okay, thank you. Another round of applause.